Hello, my name is Preeti Pandey. I am currently a junior at Virginia Tech and I am majoring in philosophy, politics, and economics. And I've been a civic influencer for I think 4 terms now. And I am making this video to summarize my recent term and talk a little bit about my systemic change project. First, I joined Civic Influencers sophomore year of my college because I was trying to find a way in which I could impact our campus in a bigger way, especially regarding civic engagement and voting. I was looking for a way to motivate my peers to go out and vote. I noticed that a lot of people here care about these issues, the same issues that I care about, but just like me, they didn't know how to translate that into action because as college students, we have very limited time and money. So I was looking for new ways to get involved, and Civic Influencers was the perfect opportunity for me. And Influencers gave me an avenue and the resources to teach my peers about voting and its importance. And through Civic Influencers, I was able to meet with my now supervisor, Jess Davis, at BT Engage, and also join Hoagie's Vote Caucus. And through that, I have been able to host so many different events to motivate students here to go out and vote and also be civically engaged in different ways. One of the things I've learned during this process is that voting is just a first step of civic engagement and activism, and there's so many other things we could be doing on top of that. So, this semester, we really wanted to showcase that yes, voting is important, but we have to go beyond that. And with that in mind, we hosted several different events relating to different topics so we could get students from different backgrounds and demographics and majors involved with Hokies Vote Caucus and with the events I was hosting for civic influencers. And to start off our semester in January, we hosted an event called Essentials of Environmental Advocacy. And for this event, we invited the Sierra Club from Richmond to come speak about how we can advocate for um, different environmental issues we care about, especially as college students, and specifically here at Virginia Tech. We looked at the environmental plans that Virginia Tech has made in the past and their commitments to a cleaner future as well. And we were able to invite different environmental organizations here on campus, have a conversation, learn from the Sierra Club, and take that to different student organizations and teach them as well. And in February, we hosted a bingo night, which had, I think, an attendance of over 80 people, which was a very successful event. We were able to talk about midterm elections and smaller elections, local elections that go unnoticed by most people. So that was a great way for us to inform students about what's going on in the state and how they can get involved. And then after that, we actually attended an assembly at Blacksburg High School. That's a local high school near our university. And we were able to get all the seniors there registered to vote. So once they're ready to vote in November, they don't have to worry about registration. So that was really fun. And then recently in Blacksburg, there's been a lot of talk about wage theft, and just workers' rights in general. So in March, we hosted an event called Know Your Rights Worker Justice Training, and we had the Interfaith Center at Virginia come in and give a talk about, as students, what rights do we have when we're working either on campus or off campus. And we were again able to get different students to this event. And in April, we hosted a um, documentary screening for the documentary called Youth v Gov. And for that, we also partnered with different environmental organizations to learn about what happened when 20 kids sued the United States government for climate change. And we also hosted a pop up thrift shop on campus, and all of the profits made from that thrift shop went to an animal shelter here at Virginia Tech. And throughout our events, we also had some kind of information about voting and civic engagement and ways people can get involved beyond that specific event at all these events. And our goal of bringing different people in, because everyone cares about different things, so being able to host events about so many different topics was super helpful because that allowed us to talk to so many different people about voting and their plan to vote in November and etc. And for my systemic change project, it's the same as the one I did for last semester, which is making election day a holiday on campus. We still have classes on election day, and we've been working really hard to get classes canceled. And we're also working to establish a day on democracy on election day. So this semester we met with the student senate and the faculty senate and several different people in the registrar's office and different professors and different student organizations trying to gain support for this initiative. And we also started a petition, and I think it has over 200 signatures now. So we are working hard with our project of making election day a holiday without any classes, but there are a lot of red tape in place, so it's taking a lot longer than we expected, but we're still working on it. And on top of that, on election day, we want to establish a day on democracy. So that would just be a campus wide event on day on democracy. I mean, on election day, where students can participate in civil dialogue, or they can learn how they can get involved in the community through community service, or they can still get registered to vote because now Virginia has same day voter registration. And we're just hoping to make this a big event where the entirety of the campus comes together to celebrate election day and voting and civic engagement. So, yeah, that's what we have been working on throughout the semester, and starting in the fall, Day on Democracy should be happening in November, but for election day, canceling classes, that might take another year. So, still working on that, but we will get it done. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this term went. It was super successful. And yeah, thank you for all of your support and help.